Hi, welcome to Brainy Bus. This is Premada and we are going through the HTML5 tutorials. So let's see some of the input types in the HTML. This is the color. You can say that like in the input type we have seen button, text, label, password, many other things. Like HTML5 has introduced some more input types. So let's see the color. Let's see a demo for it. So in this I have already created a particular form and a particular HTML page and saved it as input types.html. So another thing is the color, like it will show you a color text box. Let's so you can see that select the color and save it. You have given input type as the color and name as the color choices. Now over here you can see there is a text box. If you click on this, you can get lots of colors over here. So if you want, you can choose from this particular color over here, and you can add to custom colors, and over there you can choose it and click on OK. So you can get the color over here. After that you can retrieve this particular color from the text box or whatever you like, or you can also select some colors from here. So like that. So this is basically a color picker, you can say. After that we have a date. This is basically used to select the date. So like supposingly I want to put a field as date of birth. So over here I can say that the type is date and the name is DOB over here. So let's save it and refresh it. So you can see that there is a format DDMMYY, and over here you can see a down arrow, and over here you can see a calendar type thing, and you can just navigate over here, and you can also choose from this particular place whichever date you want. And like this you can also change the months. So like this you can select, or what you can do, you have these arrows, moving arrows, you can select them and you can reduce the date also when down, and just select it, and you can modify the years also. So like this is a kind of a date picker. So when you hover upon it, you can see it. So if you click a cross mark, then it will be deleted, the value that you have entered. After that you have date and time. This is basically used to select the date and time, and also will have the option for time zones. But this date and type will not work in Internet Explorer or Chrome. So let's see the demo for the date time local. In the normal date and time, you can see you have the time zones also available for this. But in date time local, only the local time and date are available for you. So like this you can see the enter the date of birth, and the type will be date time local. Save it, refresh it. So now you can see that in this date of birth you have only the date element, but in date time local you have the date and after that time element also. So like this you can you have the drop down for the calendar, you can choose anyone, and over here you can just use these scroll bars over here, and you can just change it, or it's like you can also type it, like supposedly you want to type 09 over here, and over here I want to type as 50. So like that you can also use the keyboard if you want. So this is the date type local. After that we have the email type. It basically used to enter the email, and your email address will automatically be validated. I'll also place an input type. Input type submit. So you can see that the type is email and you can give the name as the email ID. Save it and refresh it. Now you can see that a submit button is come. So like supposingly if I enter ABCD and you click on the submit, so that means it will say that the please include an ampersand in the address. ABCD is missing an ampersand. But if you also write the ampersand over here and click on submit, you can say that it is incomplete. If I write it as the gmail.com and you click on submit, it will not give any error because now your email ID is complete. So that means you should have an ampersand sign and a dot, and it will automatically validate. You need not to write any other script for the validation of the email. After that you have month. Month is basically used to enter the month and year. So now you can, supposingly in your credit card expiration, you enter the month and year information. So over here for that you do not need a date, a particular date, you only need the month and year. So for that you can use this particular text box. So now over here you can see that if you select it and you want to type like April you want to enter, so you can just press 4 from your keyboard. You can have April over here and I want to write 2020. You can type from the keyboard or you can use the arrows from here, or you can also select from the calendar. Supposingly if I select 26th April, so it will be April 2015. So like this you can use your valid through like a month and year text box. After that we have a number. This type is basically used for the numerical field, and also you can place the restrictions. Supposingly I want to enter the age. I want the person to enter the age between 1 and 18 only. Save it. So what you can do is you can write the type as the number, name, like any name for the field, after that minimum value and the maximum value. You can just save it and refresh it. So you can see a bar also over here. So if you press it, it will not go after 1, and if you click on this, you cannot hover it after 18. So you can only select the max values from between 1 and 18. Like if you enter the 56 value and you click on submit, so you can say that value must be less than or equal to 18. Or supposingly if I write text over here and click on submit, it will say that please enter a number. So these fields, they have their own validations. Another thing, we have the step. Step is basically like I want to enter like 1 and then after that 3, like it will step with 3. So if you refresh it, so now you can see 1, after that 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, that's it. After that 16 it will be 19, so it won't come. And after that again we have the value. So this is basically the default value that I want over here. Supposingly I want 12 as the default value when the form is loaded. Supposingly like whenever the form is loaded, it is empty, it does not have any value over here, but I want to give a default value for it. So now if I refresh it, you can see the 12 is coming as the default value like this. So this way you can put the number restrictions on the numbers, and you can also put the maximum and minimum value. So thanks and have a nice day.